For years and years, I struggled with how to get those small little baby taps to make threads and pieces of steel so I could put those real small screws in. And I've always wanted a tap head of some kind. And I found it, and I successfully installed it, and just now I went ahead and tapped some holes. So, just like to say, everything in this video is entertainment purposes only, and it's just me working on my blades and just kind of showing everybody how I do stuff. So enjoy the video, and there's a lot of firsts in here for me. I've never actually used a tap head, and also never actually realized that it was a taper that was holding chucks on most people's drill bits for all these years. So enjoy the show. All right, well, enjoy the show. All right, so I got a buck tool. Buck tool. It's an asset to me because I can knock this thing off and run a regular chuck, of course, it's a drill, but I've got it to run this steel. So it takes this style of arbor, and the important part is this part down here. Now I couldn't really get my old mini drill press to fit that. So how tall is this? Looks like it's roughly from here it's looking like I'd say 30, okay, 39, about 39 even. 39 even. Okay, so 39 even. So let's say, we'll write that down. Yeah, I could have done all kinds of things with this thing and just didn't realize that was for speed. I never realized the tape over here. This is an old Duracraft industrial machines. So anyhow, it's been really faithful through the years. So this looks like it is 5 feet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 65 inches. Okay, so 65 inches, which is 5 feet, 5 inches. So 5 feet, 5 inches, 65 inches. That'd give me a little bit of a border. Maybe I could put a small tool tray if I wanted extra taps or anything like that on there, because I'm not using very big taps on this. So yeah, I think I'll do a 22 by 16 inch. Okay, so stand 26 tall, and then do a 16 by 22. Okay, so it's 20. It's going to be 26 inches tall, 16 by 22 inches in the rectangular shape that it's going to be in. So that's what I got to do. .24. So in the middle, I'll have, just say 17. Cut 2 17s. Two by 4s. 17 inches. Okay. There we go. And then maybe I'll do miter cut. I could do miter cut cross members. Now I'm gonna go across. I think I'll do is I'll go across in with drill. See, the thing is, I got drills here, drill bits here. And I'm probably gonna have to wind up figuring out. I don't want too much metal on the end of these things and drill bits. I don't want drill bits after drill bits crossing over each other. So I'm gonna be doing a. Yeah, I'll probably be doing running this across here. Then I'll probably be doing also a miter support, maybe this way on the inside. And then running, a miter lip on the outside, and then I'll be doing I'll be cutting planks across for the actual table portion that I'll set the drill on itself. I'll be running cross members on the bottom. So actually I'll have to cut 4 of each for the cross members on the bottom end, because I'm kind of making a box here. Then maybe I'll add, let me see, I can also add. Now the cross members on the bottom, I could probably add cross members across that to make a box. Set some weight in there somehow. Do that. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Okay, that'll work. See how it comes together. I'm sure it's going to come together anyway. So. Easy. Yeah, easy stuff to cut. Kick these under here. Okay, So I'm going to need 2 at 11. So I'll start off with the 17s. Another 17. I should get a laser for this damn thing, I swear. Okay. Okay, how are we looking? Not bad. I can work with that. Pretty close. Okay. So, it's not precise. It must be precise. Get the calipers. Hair engineer. Let's do some 11s. Wish I could be like that. But spur of the moment thing. Okay. moves to make a table for my miter saw. Good God. Okay, 18 inches. This side. Bam! Stacking that paper, son. Woo! Alright. So, put this crap, this hot garbage together. Alright. So let's see. What is this? Is this another factory end? Yeah, factory ends aren't too bad. Kitty. All right. Okay, I'm gonna go plug this guy in for a little bit here. Okay. This here. And then what I'm actually happy about, I might actually put another support on the bottom over here. Knot piece there, so at least I can get through that. At least it's a rough mock-up to see where we're at on the whole. Light, laser, smooth. So, this is kind of the whole reason why I got into this thing. I'll show you real quick. So this guy here, not this big one, but this other one. The other drill press that's off the side was a smaller taper. And so that taper, I was wondering what the heck am I supposed to do with this? And I never realized, what this was. So I looked these things up, and it's called a Morris Taper 2, okay? And so this is what will hold the chuck. And I never realized that a lot of these drills just basically are running a tapered piece of metal, okay? So I guess how I'm supposed to do this is I'm supposed to take mineral spirits. Put mineral spirits on here. Am I supposed to? Just says definitely don't want to swallow it. I didn't plan on it. So I guess I'm supposed to wipe this all down. Get that cleaned off. Now I don't know if I'm supposed to clean the inside of that TL2. Guess I will just for safe measure. Guess I'll clean that out too. I don't know if I can get anything up in there. We'll try it out. So I will go ahead and put this in here. Okay, so notice how it falls into there. And then I'll put this on, which is the collar end. I should probably clean that out just on the safe side. Get another towel real quick here. So I don't know if I'll be honest, I don't know if I'm doing this right. I've never messed with this before. But it is nice to get a tap head. So I'll put that on there, and I'll just kind of, I don't know if I should be doing this or not, but doesn't look like it's coming off. There we go. Laser is kind of, look at that. Now the laser is actually set, so that's good. And let's try it out. Lights on. Ignition. Woo, baby. Man, that's going, isn't it? So that doohickey here should stop against a post of some kind here. So let's see here, is this okay, so that's the speed. I'm moving the speed lever on the side. It feels like it's flying pretty good. So I don't know, is that RPMs? Is this little doohickey up here RPMs? It's 1130. Move the speed up. 1380, 1420, 1560, 1730. Okay, 1050. I don't know. I should go get a run out gauge and try that out. Okay, so let's see how I'm going to do this. Let's see if this will work. I put this thing together here. It's a big long bolt. going to see if I can try this. I'm going to put this nut on. Okay, all the way to the edge. I'm going to do a lock washer, a flat washer. Okay. This looks like it can go in here. So this lock washer won't fit. Let me see how it does with the flat washer by itself. Okay. Okay, so then what I will do is I will take the lock washer. I'll go ahead and grind off maybe like about 1/8 of an inch on both sides. Make it flat. That should fit right up in there. That's what I'll do. Okay. Yeah. Good. Glad I didn't try to drive that in for that extra little smidge of grinding. Okay, so we'll do lock washer, flat washer here, flat washer, lock washer, nut. I thought about Loctite, but I don't know. I think I'm just going to stick with lock washers. So this is supposed to be like a pole that comes up, and then there's a swing arm. So I guess what it does is this will come around. It's an arm that goes onto this end right here, and it will come around, grab this, and then that's what will cause the action to ratchet, or to it'll cause it to stop and begin to actuate the tapping feature of the tap head. Okay, got that. So I got the tap head. Should be a corresponding Allen wrench for that. So this goes in here, I guess. All right. I am excited, yet I'm a little concerned. Let's see how it does. Plug this in now. Woo! There it goes. Okay, there's that. Okay, so now I'm going to okay, so I found some taps. I don't work with taps very much, obviously. This is totally new to me. It says to use a 44 size drill bit. I had the accompanied drill bit because I used to buy them together. And to show you how kind of weak my game is at machining here, I'll actually store these rubber banded together, so that way I know it's the right bit. One of these days I'll get smart and I'll start studying the charts and I'll learn how to, what's what, and And but I'll actually rubber band this to this card, and I'll know what the drill bit is. So here's the collet. Let me see if I got the right collet in here. Alright, let's see how this runs, guys. I don't know. We'll find out, though. Here's some tap magic. I don't know if the runout's right or what. I got that collet to go around it, so hopefully that collet doesn't just freewheel. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little tap magic on here. A couple drops. I don't know if that's even if I'm doing that right or not. Okay, so we'll see if this works or what. First time doing this. I've never done this before, so we'll see. Looks like it just didn't really turn that much. So I'm wondering if I turn this. Well, when all else fails, let's read the instructions. There it goes. So it seems that I went ahead and I kind of tightened this up here, moved it this way. So I don't know if there's oh, I see. See, there must be an adjustment. Oh, I see. So there's a little set of lines here. Okay. And so I went ahead and set this to 2. Set that to 2. I see what I did there. So I'll come back. So take this off a little more, bring it back a little more. Try the second hole here. Wow, I never thought tapping could be so much fun. Okay. So, looks like there's threads in there. Cool. So, I'm going to go ahead and try a couple more holes here. I'm going to go ahead and drill a couple more real quick. So I guess this adjustment here is kind of like, I noticed that when I started off on the 1 here, I'll go ahead and do this again. So I started off way back here when I see the holes here, the lines. When I went to the lines, so I went ahead and started off. I had this way back here, so I'll start this again. Now it's going down because I got threads in it. But it seemed like when I was way back here, it just didn't get any penetration, but once I started really lowering it down here, it kind of wants to even grab it. I really got to hold it down. That's not very good. It's not good. That stiffens it up a bit, I guess. So it seems like just a little bit before the one where I finally hear it engage. Kind of drags it out. So anyways, let me try that again. So I'll show you. So I went ahead, almost take it down like the 2. Go over here. It almost pulls it up. It seems like when I go ahead and I take it about maybe, so it's kind of loose, just when it kind of engages that to the 1 line there. I'll go ahead and go down there. It doesn't quite pick up enough. So I'll go ahead and I'll take this down a little bit past just the 1 there. Let's kind of obscure the 1 line there. So it kind of pulls a bit. So I think in my most comfortable area, it will be just maybe a little bit, kind of where it's getting to where it's about to go up on that 1 line. And that kind of seems like, for me, it's the smoothest. So I'm going to go ahead and drill another hole in this thing real quick. And I'll go ahead and see if that setting there. So it's basically, I notice here for me, I set it there to that, just a little bit before that 1 right there. So it looks like almost the exact length of the width of the line there. I get engaging right here. It seems like that was the smoothest line that I had. One on the 2. I got 2 new holes on each end of this piece of sample metal here. Try it out here. So a fresh hole. I'm going to have to engage it just a skosh. So I'm going to bring it right up to the line, just a little bit before the line. See what that does. Okay, so I'm going to have to stiffen this up a bit. So going through the holes it grabs, but starting out the tap. So I'm going to bring this down here, bring this down here. I'm going to tighten this. I'm really going to stiffen this up. I'm going to go right. I'm going to cover over that 1 line about halfway to the 2 line. A little bit of that crank, but it made it tapped. All right, so that's cool. A little more tap magic. So the Tap Magic Tap Magic Pro Tap. It's a fluid, great for milling, drilling, tapping, and all cutting operations using nanotechnology to increase tool life. I actually learned about this through watching Alan Olishowitz make knives. So let's see if that goes and hits that fresh hole. Get really good. Let's see how it does. Goes through, starts doing the work, makes its turns, goes on down. So I don't know if that clink link is good or not, but it is tapping. It does seem to be cutting threads. I don't know, maybe I could find a screw for this thing and try the screws out, but let's, yeah. So far, it's looks like it's cutting threads in there. I can see the threads down in there. So yeah, it's yeah, I think it's well worth it. I have no excuses now. And did this come here? Did this back this out? Okay, so it started at about the 1, started stiffening up. So drag it down to 2. So it looks like this to the 2 again. Try it again. See what it does. Hold on a second. So it didn't back off. It seems like it covers the 1 a bit. Let's check this down a little bit here. See how it does on this outside one. I wonder if that slapping sound is this maybe backing off. But no, this would back off. It stayed at the 2. Okay. Back to the 1 again. See what it does. Cool. I'll drill a couple more holes in here, I think. Give it another try. Okay, so what do we got? We got a little bit here. So this is just kind of stiffened up here. Brought it up to the 1. A little bit stiffened up. So as I move this dial this way, I can see this 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a line. Here it's super loose. Seems like it digs a little more when I tighten that up a little bit. Put some oil in that tap. See how this does. I'm gonna see. I think this one here will just kind of start to engage a little bit, but won't quite engage. We'll see what it does. It is turning. So it did eventually go through. Okay. So that was the 1. Come down here, tighten it up a little more, bring it up to that 2 a little bit. Kind of feel a little tension coming on. Let me move this side now. So it feels like it slaps a bit, comes around, reverses when I pull it up. So yeah, it looks pretty good. So. And so go ahead, take this down a bit. Maybe take it a little up to the 2 line here. Just a little up to the 2. Put a little more. Wipe this off. Put a little more tap magic on it. We'll see where it goes. Yeah, sounds good. So, well, that's my dedicated tap station. So I added a new drill. It was accompanied with a tap that I found from a number of years back. Looked like I said it was a 2.56. So I got a screw over there. I'm going to try this out and see what it does. So it's set to the 2, see, a little past the 1, a little bit before the 2 line. So I'm going to go ahead and see how that run out looks. I'm not going to gauge it or nothing. I'm just going to look at it. Okay, not much off from the other one. So we'll see what this does. So this is kind of where the rubber hits the road, because this is one of my first smaller taps. So this will be interesting to see what happens and what takes off on here. Every time I try one of these small 080 taps or whatever with a wrench, I always break it. I haven't been able to I think I did like 1 or 2 successful taps with a wrench manually. So let's see what this does. I have a few new holes introduced. I chamfered them. See what happens. Okay, let me go get the screw, see if the screw fits. So usually I put everything in the case with the screws, because I'm that messed up at trying to figure out what the sizes are. And it fits! It fits. Does it fit? Does it fit? Last time I did that knife, I ran the titanium in. Yeah, it fits. I'm gonna give it a couple more passes, but yeah, it fits. It definitely fits. grab that and hold it down. So notice it kind of picked up the metal a little bit. I'm going to try to learn how to curtail that habit, or kind of cease that habit before I start making a habit of it. Yeah, see, threaded it on right there. Cool. All right. I'm going to back this off a bit on the tension, see how the draw is a little bit different. And I kept one for my intro. I kept the one on the far end for my intro. I'm going to hit this one now, but back off on the tension a bit and see if it's a little bit different. So that's right before the 2. It looks like the sweet spot. I'm going to back it off to where I can see the line with the 1. Add a little tap magic. But I think the comfortable spot for me will be right there, just a little bit at the 2, right at the base of that line where the line for the 2 starts. It just engages a little bit. Okay, so back so I feel a little tension right before the 2. Booyah. Nice. Ready to make a bunch of folders. Man, look at that. I could see that going into a G10 scale on a pair of liners right there and holding on a spacer for a spine or a standoff on a folder. Now I just got to get my my lathe underway and we'll be all set. So I'm just glad I went ahead, found one of my old vintage taps from when I had a liner lock program, what could be called a liner lock program, and and tried it out. So yeah, so there it is. Don't worry about the haters, just let the haters worry about you. See you guys on the next one. Bye bye.